Today we are going to be doing something like this in Cavalry.
Kinetic Type Series by Hulk79.
So here we are with this text set on Neue has Grotesque, this beautiful typeface, which is the same as saying Helvetica in a way. And the first thing that I'm going to do is with Alt hold down, I'm going to click here on the rectangle. So I have this rectangle, and in the Pathfinder I'm going to click twice on the layer so that the controls are centered here on the left. I'm going to add in the deformers obviously a Pathfinder, and then the next thing is going to be like if I click twice here in the Pathfinder, there's this input shape field where I'm going to drop this very shape, this rectangle. I'm going to hide it just by clicking on the eye here, and now I can deal with the size of that rectangle, make it bigger. And the way you animate things with this Pathfinder is with the travel parameter here. So yeah, pretty interesting. What I like a lot is like these deformations that it creates at the edges. It's kind of, it adapts to the shape. So maybe that's too extreme. So if I go to the rectangle shape and I go to the corner radius and I increase that, you see that the glyphs or the letters, they are having a better time adapting to these not so sharp corners, so to say. So now, yeah, I'm going to show you another thing, which is if I deal with this travel percentage here, you see that it behaves within the shape. But if I uncheck this loop option here, it kind of goes further out of that shape. So that's an interesting feature here. So I'm going to activate the loop again. I'm going to create an animation. At the beginning is going to be like this number, for example, and then in frame 80 is going to be 100 and something. I'm going to hit N so that the preview area is constrained to this part, and I'm going to hit the spacebar. And I really like how it deforms when it goes through the edges. So to demonstrate how flexible Cavalry is, I'm going to grab or select the pen tool here, and I'm going to create a random path. And now I could directly swap this rectangle for this one here. So it is a matter of just dropping that there in the input shape, and even the animation is going to be the same. So it does this crazy thing when it goes, because it is an open shape, so when it starts again, it creates this crazy deformation, which I think is something potentially very interesting. When it comes to the corners here, I'm going to tweak a little bit this shape. So if I click twice there, in the deformers, I can add a bevel. Okay, I'm going to move that bevel within this very shape so that the whole thing is a little bit more organized. And then if I click twice on the bevel, I can increase the radius. I'm going to hide this. So I'm going to play it, and you are going to see how responsive Cavalry is. I can start tweaking this parameter here, and I don't even need to stop the animation. I can keep tweaking it, and it keeps playing. No preview, no calculations to show what's happening. So that's simply amazing. So again, I think that this effect here, the Pathfinder, it's another variation of animating a text along a path, but it creates these interesting deformations that I feel can be something potentially very, very interesting. So let's switch back to this rectangle being the input shape and playing it. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Remember that I have this Buy Me a Coffee webpage where you can contribute. So have some fun and see you in the next one.
Kinetic Type Series by Hulk79. Kinetic Type Series by Hulk79.